What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm heading to quite a big community sale I've never been to before. It is in a larger city. There should be over 200 sales there happening this weekend. It is Thursday. I'm going early, trying to get all the ones that I've started today, and probably won't go back. I never go back, after the first day, because I never know which sales I've already started. It just seems like a waste of time. Anyway, I'm going to hit this early church rummage sale. It's supposed to be starting, and then go right into the community sales. I couldn't ask for a better morning. It's just 70 degrees, sun, and feels great outside. Every time I get up and the weather's this nice, I always just want to do something, and luckily there's some great sales happening today. I'm feeling pretty optimistic today, so let's see what we find. So if you're not interested in the live footage, there's some information below there where you can just skip to the haul. I got to this rummage sale and there was a line. I figured there would be. There was a GameCube advertised at this sale. So I've decided I'd try to go, and I did not expect, to have any chance of getting this GameCube because it was advertised, and usually anytime games are advertised, every collector, every reseller is there. But I'm looking at these people, I'm like, I don't think anyone's interested in this GameCube. So I look around real quick for where it might be. I'm like, here's some electronics, let's go look over here. And yeah, there it was in a box, and it had a couple games with it. And at first I just walked past it because they wanted 45, and I said, well, you know what, I think this might be worth it for me. We'll see. So I did go ahead and grab it.
Hey Charlie, I just got it. Look what I put under the How you doing there, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Haven't seen you in a while.
Morning. Morning.
such a good boy.
You ran into the toilet.
Oh. Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah. No, is that yours?
The stroller?
No,
Yeah.
that's
No.
Joy's.
No, it's 20.
It's Joyce?
Yeah, she brought stuff. You saw the little horse? Yeah.
Oh, don't touch, hey, don't touch those again. She has it, now she wants to play with it.
We'll sell both of these. We have one of these. We have one of these.
This sale had some great prices on their 360 games. I'm so used to seeing 360 games at like 8 to 15, 20 bucks. I'm not really into 360. I don't collect or anything, so unfortunately I wasn't super excited. But most of the titles here weren't worth picking up, even at a couple dollars. But there was a few I did find. I picked up a couple Transformer games, Rocksmith, but he had a lot of interesting stuff. I asked him if he had any old video games, and he said, well, I have a bunch of my old Nintendo and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not selling that, you know, I'm keeping that. And I was like, yeah, I sold mine when I was a teenager. I'm trying to re-find it, you know, try to leave that nostalgia. And he was kind of relating to me, and I'm like, you know, if you have anything that you don't want and would want to sell. And he just kind of like, no. So I quit pushing it. I was hoping he'd just go get it and bring it out. But the Xbox 360 there was 50 bucks. That was a little bit too high, but I didn't know what the Transformer games were worth or the Ghostbusters there, but I did end up doing well. This garage sale here was playing music, so I have to talk over it, otherwise you'll get a copyright complaint from YouTube. So this was interesting. There was a Weird Al permanent record set there. They wanted $10 for it. Unfortunately, it only sells for $25. So I was thinking about negotiating that, but I came over here and noticed the books, and they were a lot of RPG type books there, and I basically spent about 20-25 minutes here trying to negotiate with this woman. I was waiting for a text back from their son, so I wasted a lot of time here, but I did end up I think getting a good buy on this stuff. You can see it there, some of them. There's a lot here, and I also left my number. They said that the son may have some old games he'd want to sell, so he's supposed to text me. It never happens, right? I give my number out so many times over the year, and I do not hear back from anybody. I think I've heard back from maybe one person in my life, and it ended up being a good deal, but it just doesn't happen too often.
Maybe I'll be willing to get rid of more next year.
I thought I really need any more, but you know, you never have too many.
Oh, thank you for shopping.
I did.
So this was a pretty interesting sale. They had a bunch of Nerf guns, some that I've never seen before, and I have bought Nerf guns and sold them before and have done well. It's just that I have limited space right now. I got so much stuff to list and sell. Nerf guns aren't the easiest. You gotta get darts, you gotta test them. So I didn't bother looking up any, but these clips here were 10 cents, so I went ahead and grabbed those. Let me know if you see any really good Nerf guns here. I don't know a lot about them, but they were priced anywhere from $1 to $5, so I kind of regret not spending more time here and possibly even buying them just for fun with myself and my friends. Probably would have been worth it, but yeah, you can't always buy everything when you're limited on space and room. I got so much stuff I just need to get moving that I'm sourcing more than I'm listing.
yard sale.
Thank you.
I like the old chairs, but I ain't got no room for a bunch of chairs yet.
Thank you.
I about got my house full of chairs now. So.
How much are your linens?
There's supposed to be an estate sale somewhere around here. I ain't found that one yet.
Thank you.
Not sure where that is.
All right, well, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
Why don't you put that box aside? Are you pulling my weeds? Such a sweetheart.
Aleni bahlan var tekini kesildi. Kriti आलू डबल चेकर जिसका था. कहीं चल रहा है. कहीं चल रहा है.
ये फर्स्ट में है लग रहा है. ये वो मत लो ये.
Don't have any records, do you? Excuse me.
I have a bunch of records, but my son Landon.
He did what to him? Random. Yeah.
So here's something I've been seeing a lot in my area. You see back there the appliances. It seems like people are buying that stuff from liquidation lots and then trying to sell it locally. There's like 3 or 4 people on Facebook constantly spamming. I don't know if they're doing well, but I kind of doubt it. I am back home, everybody, and I am pretty happy with the day. Got some pretty good stuff, I would say. But I started at that church rummage sale and did not expect to actually see the GameCube that was advertised, but walked in there and there it was still. Well, I was the first one in, well, not the first one, I was the first group of people. I was in line, but I didn't see anyone that posed a threat that might want the GameCube. But I came in, it was $45. At first I walked past it like, I ain't worth it. But then I'm like, oh, the 2 Zelda games, I know they're worth about 25 each, so there's 50 right there in the GameCube. If it works and everything, controller feels pretty good. Those will sell for about $45.50. So if nothing else, you know, I might double my money if I sold it all, but I don't think I have these two games, so I'll probably keep the games and then just sell the GameCube, kind of break even, so the games will go to my collection. But this was also there, and this is a pretty valuable game if it was complete. The disc is worth about $10, maybe $12, but it was only 50 cents, or a quarter, 50 cents, and I went ahead and picked that up. And I just grabbed this Kmart hat. This vintage looking Kmart hat was 50 cents, and it was real clean for being white. So, you know, Kmart's going out of business. I figure somebody will want it. Probably charge about $15 for it. Hopefully make maybe $10 in the end after shipping. But I also got some other video games at a sale. They had a lot of games. They were priced very fair. I don't think any of the games were over $2. There's a lot of Call of Duties and stuff like that. I know that at the price they're asking, I think $2, and maybe could have made a little bit of money, but honestly I didn't want to deal with it. And I don't collect 360. I've never been into Xbox stuff at all, but I did notice the Ghostbusters and 2 different Transformers games. And the Transformers game, this one especially, is over $30 used on Amazon. This one was, well, this is a Walmart exclusive, but that actual game is about $30. I don't know if the Walmart exclusive will make any difference on eBay. Remember, the prices are a bit higher on Amazon compared to eBay video game prices. And this was in the $30 range used as well. 70 some dollars, or I think this one was 80 some dollars. It's my, let me turn off the light on my camera. I don't think we need it today. But there's also Rocksmith, the cheapest game there, 50 cents, and probably the most valuable. And luckily the cable was there, I found. If you have this with the cable, at least the PS3 version, I just recently sold for, I believe it was $50, $60, I don't remember. But the 360 one, I'm assuming it's about the same level of value. Been finding a lot of this pet safe dog, electric fences and collars and stuff this year. And seeing this one, it was used, it was only $5. I didn't look it up, I just went ahead and bought it. Hopefully everything's in there. But I looked it up on Amazon and it's $100 used. eBay's about $30 used. So, you know, I know you can get a premium on Amazon. I don't know if it'll be that much. I'll just have to do a bit more research. But either way, I'm going to make money on that. So pretty happy. I got this baseball DVD set sealed as PBS. It was $4. I looked it up. Looks like they're selling from $20 to $24. So here's something I never buy because I don't know enough about them. They are records. And the reason I bought these was there was a woman I came out, she just pulled a box out of her house that had records. So I was the first one to go through it. And I know to look for, you know, metal and hip hop and stuff, certain genres to look for. So I went ahead and just grabbed these. They were $2 a piece. Journey, Frontiers, Foreigner, 4, I guess. Journey, Escape, Styx, Kilroy Was Here, and Rush, Exit the Stage. I don't know if any of these are worth anything. I haven't looked them up, but I just went ahead and grabbed them. I need to be learning more about vinyls, and this is a good way to get started when you know that your first pick and they haven't been picked through all the good ones. Didn't want to take the time to look them all up. It's kind of just a whim buy. Let me know if I got anything good in there. I'll look them up later. Picked up a Friends trivia game. These things actually sell pretty well. I don't know what they're selling for now. It was $1, so I just went in. I believe it's $20 to $30. That could have changed within the last few months. I don't really know. This faucet here, brand new. They wanted $30. I said, will you take $20? She said, sure. I'm going to make $28 profit in the end on this. So I'll be selling that on Amazon. Haven't been seeing many topsy-turvies this year. If you watch my channel, you know that I buy these up and then I sell them in February because the price skyrockets to around $30. So this will be saved until next year. I think I sold maybe 10. I don't remember how many. I sold quite a few this year at that premium price and made pretty good money, so I always do that. And I picked up these Nerf gun clips, magazines for Nerf guns because they were 10 cents a piece. So I gave her 50 cents just to keep the change. So I got 50 cents in them. I'll probably lot them up. I think I can sell them for, you know, 20 bucks. So maybe make $15, $20 in the end. I'll have to look up prices on that. Now some thrift store stuff I stopped in when I was in the area there doing the community sales. A St. Francis, $5 for a sealed RCA CD player car kit. Now the packaging is a little rough, so I won't be selling it on Amazon. I don't think it was on Amazon. But for $5, I don't know what minimum I'm going to sell this for is 50. Maybe probably shoot for at least 100. Sealed stuff like this does sell well. It's not too bad it's not a Sony, right? If it was a Sony one, it would be probably $300, maybe up to $400 I'd get for it. But hopefully, I don't know what shows up in my live footage, like what's actually gonna be seen. But if you've seen the live footage of me in Goodwill, this is TI-83 Plus calculator. Absolutely mint condition, like new. Even has batteries in it, and it came on and everything. $4.99. I sell these in August, usually on Amazon for 55 to 60 bucks. So I'm gonna make probably at least $45 profit on that. Definitely a great find. This is a really busy Goodwill too. I can't believe that was, you know, in there. It's just crazy that you still find those kind of deals in Goodwill, because most Goodwills, even that one, it just depends on who's pricing it and what slips by. They would price this at like 20, 30 bucks. But oh well, I got it. I scored, slipped through the cracks. I got this at St. Francis too. I actually sold one like this on Amazon last Christmas time. I don't think I got a whole lot for it, but I do think this will sell for $20, $25. Easy ship. It's $5, so it's just a radio you wear around your neck. People still buy those things. This was got at Goodwill, and it is a sealed Catholic DVD set. This sells for about $45, $50 on eBay. So I paid $5 for it. No, $4 for it. So that's going to be a great sale too. Great profits. But the biggest score is going to be these RPG books. Now these things, anyone familiar with like Dungeons and Dragons, they're basically like this. There's a D20 system that role players typically use. There's a bunch of different games that use that system. But they were all on a table, and I thought they were $1 a piece because the table said paperbacks $1, and these are all paperbacks. And when I asked to confirm, the guy's like, "Oh, I don't think those are." And the guy, I was like, "Well, would you do $1 a piece on all of them if I bought them all?" And he asked his wife, and she's like, "No," instantly. It's like, "No." And well, she said, "Will you do it?" I said, he asked her if they do $1 a piece. And when I told her that I'd buy them all for $1, she's kind of like, "Well, text so-and-so." It was their son. And the son was like, it all happened weird. The son was like, "Yeah, I guess on the text I'll do $1 a piece." And she was like, "No, I asked too low. They're worth a lot more than that." She's like, "How about $1.50 a piece?" I'm sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, your son said sell them for $1. Give them to me for $1 a piece." But we ended up settling on 40 bucks for all of them. There's 35 here, so I don't know what that equals out to. I had to stand there for about 20 minutes waiting for the son to confirm that like $40 was okay. He never did, and finally she's just like, "We'll just make an executive decision. You have them for 40. And then she's like, "You're not going to resell these for more money, are you?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm into RPGs." And we started talking about board games, and I asked if they had any old video games, and she said my son has a lot, and took my number, and he's going to text me if he wants to sell any. Probably won't happen. But these books, I scanned maybe 3 or 4 on Amazon, and some of them have higher ranks. but some of them sell for $24 used, some sell for $10 used. I mean, I think I'll make an average of at least $5 per book. So you're looking at minimum $150. But depending on how I sell them, if I end up lotting them, I'll have to go through them all. I could make $400 or $500 on this lot. Always look out for these unique RPG books. Like, I know there's got to be some gems in there, because these things go out of print pretty quick, and then hardcore gamers will be looking for them. Yeah, I think probably be able to sell these for at least 10, 20 bucks a piece, probably. I don't know. I mean, there's just a lot of research to do, but I'm going to make money in the end. And it's been the season of the books. I keep finding these high value book lots. So I'll definitely keep everyone updated who's interested on how these go. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see if you're interested. But is that everything? Yeah, I mean, some great profits here. And I even got a GameCube that was advertised, and I was the only one there for some reason. Crazy. And it's not the greatest GameCube lot, but hey, you know, I'll take it. It adds a couple games to my collection, and basically for free after I sell the GameCube. And then some like this, maybe 100, I don't know, added up, probably about $500 profit. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I really do appreciate the comments and the likes, so please give this a like. It really makes the time that I spend editing these and recording, like, it's really tough to record stuff, because my app that I use to do the hidden footage, for some reason it just started doing this. I have to force stop it after I record to look anything up, to do any typing. So it is a hassle, but I do enjoy making these videos because I want to like share the experience with other people. That way it doesn't feel like, you know, it's just lost in time. I hope all of you are out there finding some cool stuff. And this has been Wick. Until next time.